In the world of infantry warfare, few weapons have left a mark quite like the M249 SAW, the squad automatic weapon. It's a belt-fed light machine gun that's been in the hands of U.S. soldiers since the 1980s, delivering sustained suppressive fire, battlefield reliability, and deadly efficiency. But to understand why the M249 became such a cornerstone of U.S. infantry fire teams, we need to trace its journey. From its development to its deployment in combat across decades of American warfare. Let's go back to the late 1960s and early 1970s. The Vietnam War had highlighted a serious gap in the U.S. infantry squad's firepower. The M60 machine gun was powerful but heavy and often unreliable in rough jungle conditions. Riflemen with M16s lacked the sustained fire capabilities needed during ambushes or firefights. There was a growing realization that squads needed a lightweight, fully automatic weapon, one that could lay down a high volume of fire but still be mobile enough to keep up with fast-moving troops. This need sparked a global movement to create a new type of weapon, the squad automatic weapon. NATO countries began seeking a light machine gun chambered in the standardized 5.56 by 45 mm NATO round. The idea was to give infantry squads their own suppressive fire option without the bulk of a traditional medium machine gun. Enter the FN Minimi, a Belgian-designed light machine gun developed by Fabrique Nationale in the 1970s. When the U.S. military launched the Squad Automatic Weapon Program in 1981, the Minimi was tested alongside several competitors. The Minimi proved lighter, more reliable, and more versatile than its rivals. After testing, it was adopted by the U.S. military in 1984 as the M249 SAW, and it quickly became an icon of modern infantry tactics. The M249 could fire up to 750 rounds per minute, chambered in the same 5.56 NATO ammunition used by M16s and M4s. That gave soldiers and Marines logistical flexibility, and thanks to its dual feed system, the M249 could use disintegrating belt-linked ammo or even standard 30-round magazines in emergencies. It weighed around 17 pounds with a full loadout, much lighter than older machine guns, but still capable of laying down devastating suppressive fire. The weapon was issued to the automatic rifleman in a fire team, one of the 4 members of a standard infantry fire team. While the other members carried rifles, grenades, or anti-armor weapons, the automatic riflemen and their M249 provided the foundation for fire and maneuver. In short, while the rest of the team moved, the M249 laid down the covering fire that kept enemy heads down. Throughout the 1990s and into the post-9/11 era, the M249 SAW became a battlefield staple. In Afghanistan and Iraq, it played a crucial role in the urban combat, mountainous terrain, and rural firefights that defined both conflicts. Its high rate of fire and versatility made it ideal for everything from convoy protection to patrols to defensive positions. But with battlefield experience came criticism. Soldiers and Marines praised the M249's firepower, but also complained about jamming issues and its weight during long foot patrols. Sand and dust could cause stoppages, and after heavy use, worn-down guns became less reliable. In particular, troops in Iraq and Afghanistan sometimes preferred the M240B, a heavier 7.62 NATO medium machine gun, for its greater range and punch. By the mid-2010s, the M249 SAW was still widely used, but the military began looking at potential replacements. The U.S. Marine Corps fielded the M27 Infantry Automatic Rifle, essentially a heavy-duty, accurate rifle with a high rate of fire, for some roles that had been held by the SAW. Meanwhile, the Army explored the next-generation squad weapon program, seeking to leapfrog small arms technology entirely. Still, the M249 continues to serve. It's been upgraded over the years with rails for optics, collapsible stocks, improved barrels, and ergonomic grips. It's used not just by U.S. forces, but also by dozens of allied nations. It's become one of the most recognized machine guns in the world, a mainstay of movies, games, and combat footage alike. One of the most famous moments involving the M249 came during the early days of the Iraq War. In 2003, as U.S. forces pushed toward Baghdad, infantry squads relied heavily on M249s for room clearing, securing intersections, and responding to ambushes. The weapon's ability to quickly lay down suppressive fire often meant the difference between life and death in split-second firefights. In Afghanistan, the M249 was equally valuable in engagements against Taliban fighters. In remote outposts like Combat Outpost Keating or Firebase Restrepo, automatic riflemen with saws were critical in repelling attacks from superior numbers. The weapon's lightweight design meant it could be carried on long patrols up rugged mountain terrain, something few other machine guns could manage. So where does that leave the M249 today? The future of infantry firepower is changing. New weapons, new calibers, and new technology are on the horizon. The M249 SAW may not be the top-tier option for elite units anymore, but for regular infantry squads, it still does what it was designed to do: deliver overwhelming suppressive fire when it matters most. In many ways, the M249 is the unsung hero of the modern battlefield. Not flashy, not futuristic, but incredibly effective. It doesn't just fire bullets, it anchors squads, shapes tactics, and has protected American troops in thousands of engagements. For now, and likely for years to come, the M249 SAW remains exactly what its name says: the squad automatic weapon.